Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host B, and today I'm very excited to review Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo. The first issue was great. You can tell that writer Marc Silvestri knows how to write Batman, and obviously not his first time since he's done a ton of work on Detective Comics. Batman being detective is always fun, and throwing in the Joker as a sidekick gives you a successful first issue. Batman and Joker's banter is quite entertaining and well written, so I'm looking forward to issue number 2, and for now, let's open up issue number 1. We open with Harley Quinn, captured by an unknown villain, and with her sadistic smile tells him that the Joker will come for her. Then we jump to the Bowery where Detective Bullock tells Batman that a former PD officer, Ryan Lang, was murdered, and explains that the Prep got what he wanted and fled the scene. He goes on to explain that the elevator wasn't there, but he had just murdered an ex-cop. He was probably in a hurry, so he didn't wait. Bullock then reminds Batman to keep in mind that he jumped off 5 stories. Bullock finishes by telling Batman that the witness on the street said he saw a tall, skinny dude with a white face running out of the building and holding what he thinks was a bowling ball. Bullock and Batman establish that the bowling ball was actually his head. Batman tells Bullock that Long got off 5 shots and didn't miss.
Magnum round would do a lot of damage. From the looks of the blood spatter, it did. And yet, he managed to get away. White skin, green hair, bone. Looks like a skull fragment. Survived the headshot.
Bullock gets a call that they have located the suspect. The officers seem agitated by Batman's involvement since one of their own has just been murdered. They feel it should be them leading the investigation.
There are still good cops in this city. Cops like Bullock and Gordon who believe in what they do matters and what they don't do matters just as much. Detective Blix and his cronies aren't those cops. I pull out my dive a few feet lower than necessary. Dick often points out that I lack a sense of humor. Even the most basic organism won't recognize pain and alter their behavior accordingly. The Joker's pathology doesn't allow for this. In his twisted psyche, pain and injury simply don't register. Humans feel pain, and the Joker shares little in common with humanity, but even he couldn't survive a magnum slug to the head. This isn't the Joker, but whoever it is, he handled a 4-story fall like he was stepping off a curb. Don't wait for his next move. Fire the bolt lab and take control of the fight. Ballistic nylon threaded with carbon fiber. Wayne Tech designated this material to catch hypersonic jets landing on airborne carriers. I use it for other things. The hit should shatter his jaw and put him down. It does neither. He's fast and strong. 5 seconds in, and I'm fighting for my life. Need to create some distance to get the upper hand. I feel a bone break, and it's not his. The heads mean something to him. I need to find out what. Target marked, and the vampires are launched. Programmed to engage with extreme prejudice. Standard issue police tasers discharge between 3 and 5 milliamps. That kind of power will incapacitate anyone. Each individual vampire drone can generate up to 10 milliamps. I hit him with all 4.
Gotham PD tells Batman to freeze. They tell him to stay away from the suspect, but Batman tells them the area isn't secure.
Gotham PD would be happy if it was me lying there on the ground. I work outside the system. No official clearance. No oversight to monitor my actions. I don't follow any form of due process. Clean cops fear me because I don't follow the rules they have sworn an oath to. Dirty cops fear me because they know one day I'll come for them. Commander Bill Bennett is someone I'll come for one day.
Commander Bennett continues to ignore Batman's plea to stop, that it's not safe, especially with civilians so close by. The suspect grabs one of the officers by the throat and snaps his neck.
There are a dozen different routes the killer can take. He chooses a dead end. The buildings in this neighborhood are old and rarely up to code. Cheaper to buy a corrupt building inspector than new pipes and gas lines. Not enough time to save them all.
Back at the Batcave, Bruce begins to unravel the mystery.
Alfred, this doesn't make sense. Evidence from the first crime scene suggests the killer took at least one grazing shot to the head. Yet, when I fought him later, there was no visible wound.
Alfred suggests it might be accelerated healing ability.
Possibly, but there was no blood on his face or his clothes, and I doubt this particular killer would take the time to freshen up between murders. The killer's body was never found. I need to get back to the explosion site.
Alfred gives Bruce an idea to have the Wayne Sims Foundation make an appearance at the explosion site.
Damage caused by Batman and law enforcement is exactly what the Foundation was set up for. Alfred, cut a check. There's a reason the killer chose that particular escape route. Computer, generate a map of the city. Highlight both crime scenes. Calculate the distance between the two. Interesting realizing the bone fragment and tissue sample. Tell me, Alfred, How's the DNA of both that transient and the Joker inside the body of an unstoppable man? Access to the bat signal is limited to a trusted few. Jim Gordon's away on a fishing trip, and the others have all been accounted for. The drone scans the box using X-ray, near-infrared spectroscopy, and ultrasound. It finds no explosive or chemical threats inside, only organic material. I send the drones into a perimeter formation and arm them. No obvious deterioration of tissue. The appendectomy appears recent. No reason to doubt the authenticity of the note.
I brought a nice Chianti. Hiya, bats. Batman throws a batarang at Joker's feet and hangs him over the rooftop.
Fine. Next time, you pick the restaurant. I'm not paying for that. Where's Gordon?
You're kidding, right?
Tell me where Gordon is or I'll drop you.
Come on, Bats. We've been doing this for what, like forever?
You're not gonna drop me, so lay off the improv and let's stick to the script, especially since it won't be long before Gordon starts losing parts that he probably wants to keep. Now, pull me up, and let's talk turkey. Look, I'm in a jam, buddy, and I need your help. I don't hear anything around me, not the rain, not the city below. The only sound I hear is the Joker's voice scratching inside my head.
So really, our situation is that somebody's taking what belongs to me, and well, I want it back. Nobody takes what's mine, Bats. So you're gonna help me find that fucking jerkweed, and then we're gonna kick his ass. Think about it, old chum. With your brawn and my brains, we would make an unbeatable team. Forget that tired dynamic duo crap. We could be the deadly duo. Come on, partner, time's a-wasting. Let's call it a deal, and shake on it. Jimmy Boy's waiting, Bats. Oh, that's good. But to be clear, I'm the one dealing out the funny on this team. Okay? Now shake on it. Hey, watch the grip there before you... Bats, I take it back. I kinda like this side of you. Who would have thought the Prince of Power had a sense of humor? I gotta tell you, Bats, my mind is boggled. Can you believe it? Me and you, side by side, throwing hands at any chump that gets in our way. Man, this town's gonna go apeshit. I'm so happy I could cry.